Good morning. Welcome to your Rockford Chamber of Commerce meeting. It is June 11th. We're here at Thursday. It's 8:30 in the morning, and we have a special guest for our members today. Joining us is Randy Henson from Stolly Insurance, and she's going to share some information about things that are available to our members. So, Randy, I'm going to pass it on to you.
Very good. Thanks, Marie. And thanks to Lisa Kuhn for getting this set up. And good morning, Chamber Board and members. It's 8:30 in the morning or right there. And so the great topic of the day is health insurance. And I represent Stolly Insurance. And we have an employee benefit division, which is what I do. And we work with many insurance companies, but one of the large companies we work with is Anthem. And Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is, of course, well known to everyone, but they have a program for small business owners, and it's called the Anthem Saka Miwa. And I'm going to explain what that means, but basically, because the Rockford Chamber is a member of a chamber consortium called NOAC, the Anthem plan is available to the Rockford members. And it's important to note that as many of us struggle with health insurance premiums, everyone's trying to find the best value. And Anthem recognized just about 4 years ago now that due to the changes with the Affordable Care Act, small group insurance would go skyrocketing in premiums. And so many of us are dealing with that. And they formed a multiple employer welfare arrangement. And that's the MIWA part. And so the SACA benefit plan is a spinoff, if you will, of the Southern Ohio Chamber. And so that is SACA, the Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance. And because Rockford belongs to NOAC, that whole consortium is in this. So we want to make clear, I think, from the get-go, that your membership to Rockford Chamber makes you eligible. There are no other requirements to join other plans or anything else. So that's important. And here's what a MIWA is. It's a multiple employer welfare arrangement. That means that small groups band together in order to purchase insurance, hopefully at lower premiums. And that's when I mentioned early on, Anthem said, well, we know if we can band our small members together into one large group, then we have a better chance of managing that book of business and keeping premiums lower for everyone. So it is a trust, and the Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance holds that trust. Anthem administers this plan. And the big, really big ticket here is that they reinsure it. It is a self-funded plan, but you are not subject to some of the same scary issues that a self-funded plan would be because you're part of this larger group. And there are some slides here. I won't go through every little bit, but understand you're insured by Anthem. Anthem is processing claims. And one of the great advantages to this plan is that you have access to Anthem's full network of hospitals and doctors in their PPO network. If someone out there has been on individual coverage, and many small employers, 2 or 3 people have their own, but some of the individual plans now limit the hospitals and doctors that you can use. So this is a full PPO network with benefits in and out of network. It's kind of nice. And the other nice thing about Anthem administering this plan, there are many legal requirements to setting up a MIWA, and Anthem took the time, the money that it costs to set this up, and then the compliance piece for the government. They are also They run that compliance piece so that small employers don't have to deal with a lot of it, which is great. So we'll go through that. But you have the chance to benefit too by Anthem's programs that they offer. And they have some good cost saving advantages. One is they call it the AIM program, clinical review. They help negotiate pricing for their members, which is really nice. It offers medical plans and you have a choice. I'll kind of go off the grid here, and I know that Marie's put this PowerPoint on the website so everyone can see it, but you have a choice of medical plans that either have lower deductibles, drug card, office visit copayment benefits, or you can choose from health savings account options. And of course, that's higher deductible insurance that allows you to save some money pre-tax. But all different arrangements, there's about 8 to 9 different medical plans you can choose from. And along with that, you can also choose to have medical, dental, vision, life insurance. So it's all packaged into that. You don't have to buy the additional plans, but if you do want to take advantage of them, they're available. So that's kind of nice. Anthem has different programs and they've been very successful. And we kind of go through what a MIWA is in this and who develops it. But understand that here's the difference between a MIWA and I'm going to click that last slide, between what a MIWA is and buying a standard small group plan. Because MIWAs are self-funded, Anthem is able to rate your programs. So individually, if I'm a small employer and I'm healthy, I'm going to get a lot better rates than what a group that's not as healthy does. So it's advantageous that Anthem asks medical questions of those who are joining, and your agent or ourselves, we help do this via an online medical application process called FormFire. So when you get rates for this, it's very simple. The agents can set that up, and then we bring back your rates. You see if they're attractive, and if so, fine. If not, fine. There are some underwriting requirements that they want fairly healthy groups. That keeps the pool as a whole healthy. And it also down the road keeps the ratings down. But they will require, if I'm a small employer and Anthem just opened up July 1st, the ability for employers of just one contract. So if it's a husband and wife business, as an example, to take coverage. And you do have to show that you're a small business, some of your tax information, that kind of thing. But we walk you through every step of that, and it makes it very nice. So I hope that helps. Once you're in the MIWA, everything renews in May. So there is just one common renewal date, and you don't have to worry, about, oh gosh, it's going to renew at the end of the year. Many groups do now, and this kind of gets that off that end of the year date. We have had success enrolling groups. The underwriting is very fair, I would say. And the last thing is that renewals, and this is very important. When we get small group renewals, if you're on ACA plans, and that's the last slide here, an ACA plan in small group says they don't ask you one medical question. And some of the members out there might be on these, but they are guaranteed acceptance. There's no pre-existing, and that's great, but those are the highest rates. So under the Anthem SACA plan, that pool has not been subject to some of the rate increases that we see with ACA groups. The ACA plans are sold by Anthem too. And if my group maybe doesn't have a lot of good medical conditions, I might be on that, but those rate increases are looking at 20%. We have been very fortunate under the SACA benefit plan that those are running anywhere maybe 7% a year, 15%. And then we can also deal with, benefit design. And, the Rockford Village Chamber is a member of SACA. So I think Lisa could have some good feedback, if members have questions. And that's the presentation that I have. We are always open to questions. And, if those come back from members during this time, I'd be more than happy to answer those. And, Lisa or Marie could get those maybe funneled on to us.
Excellent. Thank you, Randy. A couple questions that I have just that maybe some of our other members are thinking of. What about sole proprietors? Does that apply?
That does, and that was just a new underwriting release for July 1st groups. Before, when SACA first started, they had to have at least 2 different employees, but now sole proprietors are eligible. So that is a great addition to this program.
And if, let's say, one of the family members has insurance and there's coverage, could this be used as secondary insurance, or how would that work?
That's a great question, Marie. It could be secondary. We would work with that person. I really hesitate to say, especially as expensive as medical insurance is, that 2 plans are better than one, because that's not always true. They coordinate with each other and they may not both pay the same bills. So we would look at that, and if it was better maybe for one spouse to stay through their employer and just one to be covered, under the SACA plan, that might work too.
Perfect. So for our small businesses and our other members here, the line of communication, would you rather them ask questions to the chamber and we funnel them to you, or can we provide your information directly?
You may provide our information directly, and I would really check, with you guys and see how you'd like to do that. But if it comes in direct, that's fine, or Lisa could funnel it on, whichever you prefer.
Great. Well, Randy, we really appreciate you being available this morning. I know it's always really interesting to have virtual meetings right now and getting acclimated. So we appreciate you taking that time. And members, if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to Lisa or myself, and we will make that information available in the email that we're going to send to you. And we will do our best to answer your questions. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you so much.